You are Locked On Rockets Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Houston on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
For the first time in what is a very long time, your Houston Rockets have secured a winning season by absolutely destroying the Dallas Mavericks tonight at the Toyota Center, picking up win number 42 on the season and confirming that this team is getting red hot at the perfect time of the year as they hit the home stretch of the 2024-2025 season, as the official push for the best possible seeding is on in the Western Conference for this Rockets squad. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Rockets Postcast. I am your host, Michael Connor. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We always appreciate you guys stopping by, saying hello, watching the show. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tonight's show is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. All right, tonight, I think more than anything else, is going to be a little bit of a celebration. Now, look, this game was over very early. We all knew coming into this one tonight, this was a game that the Rockets had to have against the Dallas Mavericks, and then they went out there and they did it. 133-96. That's a 37-point victory. I don't know, but my math, and I'm not the world's best mathematician over here, tells me that's pretty good. Of course, it was tight after one, and then after that, this thing was just done for. The Rockets built a nice lead before halftime, extended it big time there in the third quarter by outscoring Dallas in that quarter by 16, pushing it to 29 at that point. And then, look, they just continued the trend there in the fourth quarter and outscored them once again. It is a butt kicking that, again, absolutely had to happen. It's what you're going to be talking about, of course, when you walk away from this one.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I think what you're going to be talking about more than anything is that this win, again, secured what has been, what feels like, I mean, it's just crazy. And sorry for the pause there because I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. I haven't tried to put it into words yet. It feels like a lifetime ago, I guess. That's probably the best way to put it. It feels like a lifetime ago that we watched the Houston Rockets play meaningful basketball. Really, when you think about it, it was, well, they did play part of that season with fans in the stands, but I mean, it was 2019. It was like the last time physically that you could get in person and see the Rockets play a game that mattered. And that was early in the season that year. So even really before that, it was the 2018 or the 2018-2019 season that was really the season that, you know, you had your last, as a fan, good run at it in person. And I'm really excited to see playoff basketball back at the Toyota Center. We all know that that's coming, obviously. We've known that for quite some time. But I think tonight I just wanted to take an appreciation and a little journey for the appreciation. The job's not done. As I mentioned, this team right now, as we are sitting here recording this show live, and hi, by the way, to all of you listening on the Locked On Rockets audio feed, this is your postcast show hosted by Michael Connor. That's me. You can get this show wherever you get your podcast, search for Locked On Rockets. You have this show and the Locked On Rockets show, hosted by Jackson Gatlin, who does a fantastic job covering your Rockets every single day. The Rockets now 42-25. They are currently, at this very moment, as I'm speaking, this is going to change later on, I think. They are the 4 seed in the West. The Lakers are currently playing the Nuggets as I do this. Those two teams the Rockets are sandwiched between those two teams. Denver's 3, and the Lakers are 4. Rockets at the moment are a half game behind Denver for the 3 seed, and they are a half game up of the Lakers for the 5 seed. We've talked about this for some time. The Rockets are only a half game out of the 2 seed in the West. 2 through 5 is going to be a battle down the stretch, all the way. And I think that the most important thing that I'm walking away with so far from what we're watching for the Rockets in this home stretch is that we talked about this. You know, they came out of the All-Star break, and it was a little up and down. They lost 3 games in a row to Sacramento, Oklahoma City, and Indiana. And it's just kind of are down on it at the moment because for that month of basically the month of, look, let's be honest with you. The month of February for this team was booty cheeks. Insert whatever phrase you want to describe it with. February stunk badly. They just did not look good. They looked like they hit a wall a little bit. And then you always have to take a look ahead at what was on the schedule and kind of have an idea of, hey, there's a lot of winnable games coming up. It is possible to go out there and win some basketball games. And they went out there and they did that. If I'm just pulling up real quick, the month of February, they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They lost 8 games in February to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. It's not good. 5 and 8 in the month. Now in the month of March, they 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got 5 wins already in March. Today is the 14th of March to just 2 losses. They've won, by the way, 5 games in a row now. It's important. It's the time of the year where you have to get these kind of streaks going. And when you continue to look at what is ahead for this basketball team, they've now got Chicago coming in tomorrow night, Sixers on Monday before they head out on the road to play another team again that they should beat in Orlando, team down in Miami that you think you should beat, and then they get their first crack at the teams that are ahead of them. They'll get their first of 2 games against Denver between now and the end of the regular season. They'll actually finish the season against Denver as well. They'll also get some matchups against the Lakers. They'll have a couple of those. Those are both on the road, by the way. They'll get Golden State again. That should be okay there. They'll also have Oklahoma City and the Clippers. I don't want to completely forget about the Clippers. I don't think that the Clippers are going to claw their way back up here, but they are still the 8th seed currently in the Western Conference. Man, from what we have watched and what it has been as a fan, because, like you guys, I grew up here in the city of Houston watching this basketball team. I was a tiny little child when they won the championship, so I have no recollection of them at all. My championship exposure is literally just the Astros, and it's great. I love it because baseball is, if you've been on this channel, I love all the sports. I played all the sports. Baseball's everybody's got your favorite. That's your favorite. That's always been my favorite. Basketball's right there with it. Right there behind it. And I so badly, like all of you, have wanted to watch this franchise win something meaningful. Now, are they a championship contender this year? Probably not. It's okay. You don't have to be this year. But they can make noise in the West. Just wish they could play teams like the Dallas Mavericks every night that are beat up and not good. The Mavericks, by the way, tonight lost another player in the game. Dante Exum leaves. They said he broke his hand. I don't feel bad for Dallas. Not one bit. You know why? Because it's Dallas. I was just there a few days ago, and I'm still trying to get the stink of it off of me. I have to go there a few too many times a year, but that's okay. I can get by. It's still in the state of Texas. But still. They've brought on a lot of pain to their fan base this year, and it is just continuing. They are slipping and sliding. They're going to fall out, I would think, of the Western Conference playoffs. And Phoenix will get itself into the play-in, and Phoenix stinks as well. Rockets are going to see Phoenix again, too, by the way. Let's give out some hardware for tonight. Take a look at what is ahead for this Rockets team and our final appreciation for what this team has accomplished this season, which, again, first winning record since 2019-2020 for this franchise. More here in just a moment, the Locked On Rockets Postcast. March Madness is here, and FanDuel is giving you the chance to get in on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. It's $200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories and even who's cutting down the nets. I've got my eye on, a few underdogs in the tournament this year, and FanDuel makes it easy to back them with spreads, totals, and game props. With tournament games happening almost every day, there's always something exciting to bet on. FanDuel app is simple to use, and when you win, you get paid instantly. There's no waiting around. So visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. One more message before we get back to our Rockets discussion. After the very nice, smooth, and easy win tonight over the Dallas Mavericks, ever check your banking account and wonder, where did all my money go? We've all been there. Between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So you stop just managing your money and start building wealth, what we all want, right? Like when you start using that Monarch app, you're going to realize just how much you've been spending on food delivery and things like that. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Now you're going to budget more and make smarter decisions as well. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONNBA at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. Code LOCKEDONNBA for half off your first year. Locked On Rockets Postcast tonight. After a smooth, easy, breezy 133-96 win for the Rockets tonight, securing a winning season, now 42-25 on the year. At the moment, as we sit here, the 4th seed in the West, we'll see what happens with the standings later on tonight. But it's going to fluctuate between now and the end of the season. Hopefully the Rockets get as high as possible. Let's go ahead and hand out some hardware for tonight's game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
All right, there are a couple of candidates tonight, but we're going to give it to the guy that led the team in scoring and was a plus 37 in the plus-minus category. Look, I know plus-minus isn't the end-all, be-all. Everybody for the Rockets tonight was in the positive, even the guys that played 6 minutes and 52 seconds off the bench, that being Cam Whitmore and Jayshawn Tate and Nate Williams. By the way, Cam Whitmore, 10 minutes or 6 minutes, 52 seconds off the bench. I love this man. Gets up 6 shots, gets up 3 threes, and knocks down 10 points in the game. You absolutely love to see that for Cam Whitmore. He is not afraid of getting his shot up. Sorry, the dogs are barking again on the live show. But it was Tari Eason tonight. 30 points. 8 rebounds, 6 of them on the defensive glass, 2 of them on the offensive rebound, 2 assists, had a steal as well, 11 of 15 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He was fantastic. He leads the charge tonight for the Rockets, and he gets your player of the game award tonight because he was fantastic. Jalen Green gets the other mention. He was great as well. 23 points, 9 of 19, 4 of 8. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, also grabbed 9 rebounds in the game and had 5 assists. The Rockets crushed it on the glass tonight, as you would expect, against that Dallas team. 67-34 was the difference in the rebounding game. Somehow, for as awful as the Mavericks are, all those guys out, they only turned the ball over 8 times. That's downright impressive. You know who was atrocious for them, who's killed the Rockets for years and was a minus 33 in his 26 minutes on the floor tonight, was Klay Thompson. Darn. I mean, it's not any kind of revenge for what he used to do to the Rockets, but it's just, didn't hate to see it one bit. Suck. All right, thank you, Ken. That's my nephew deciding that he wants to be on the show too, just like the dogs. Don't know if you guys could hear him, but he was yelling in the background that the Mavs stink. The Rockets now going to welcome the Chicago Bulls tomorrow night. 7 o'clock tip for that one. Of course, when that game wraps up, we'll be right here with the Locked On Rockets postcast once again. Hope you guys will stop by and say hello for a few minutes, check us out, and react to what is hopefully another very easy Rockets win tomorrow night against those Chicago Bulls. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday night. Be safe. We'll talk again tomorrow night. Rockets and Bulls on the Locked On Rockets Postcast.